Hi, and welcome to a special installment of Gradebook Goodies. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 really fantastic shortcuts for you to use in your gradebook. Some of these were requests by individuals and for information on how to do certain things that they were used to using on our other gradebook. And some of these are just really neat features of the current gradebook. So let's get started. All right. So remember, learn these shortcuts and hacks to make grading just a little easier. Let's take a look here at number 5. So number 5 is the blank grade sheet. Sometimes you want to key in your information, write down your information on a piece of paper before you key it into the computer. So it's really handy to have a grade marking sheet on paper that you can use to put in your scores. And Skyward Gradebook does support that. It's really easy to do. All you do is start off going to the hamburger, go to Gradebook, then Gradesheet, select More on the upper far right, then you're going to click on Print or Export a blank grade sheet. Keep in mind you can only do 12 columns. I haven't been able to get more than 12 columns to appear. Then click on Print Preview, then Print. Make sure your layout is landscape if you want to get those 12 columns. And then you actually print it. And then you can reselect the grade sheet tab. So let's give that a try. Let's jump onto the system. Let's go up here, and I'm going to pick on the hamburger here. I'm going to go to Gradebook, go into Grade Sheet. I have my grade sheet up. If I go all the way over here to More, and right here, Print, Export, Blank Grade Sheet, you can see I can pick a lot of different options that will appear on this grade sheet. So I'm going to pick the details, and I'm just going to pick everything. Now, if you pick less items, you might be able to get a couple of more columns, but I think I can get away with 12 small row and width columns. So I've done all this, so let me do a print preview. Comes up on my screen, looks good. You can see we have indicators here for the students. We have their grade, the student number, and then we have some blank cells here to key in or to write in their grades. If I click on print, then a PDF comes down and I can print it. This is in portrait. You can see it's cutting off my columns, but if I switch from portrait to landscape, I get all my columns back. After that, I can just click on print and I have my grade grid to work from. I'm going to cancel out, and I'm going to close, and close again, and that's it. Fantastic. Easy enough to do. So, blank grade sheet. Great. Let's go on to number 4. Number 4 is export grade sheet. So you might be wondering, well, okay, I have a blank grade sheet. Now, what's export grade sheet? Well, what export grade sheet allows you to do is to get your grade sheet and export it to Excel. And that's really pretty neat because you can do a lot of things with it after you get it into Excel. You can print it out with a lot more control than you could from the screen, from the regular print option. So let's go through the steps. From the hamburger, we'll go to Gradebook, then Grade Sheet, then More, just like we did before. But this time we're just going to click on Export, and then we'll see that it will come down as a download, and then it'll open in Excel. Let's give that a try. So here I am, hamburger, Gradebook, Grade Sheet. I come over here, click on More, click on Export. Notice here is my spreadsheet. It has downloaded. If I click on this, it will open in Excel. Let me see if I'm able to do that. Oh, great. Excel is going to open up right here. Fantastic. So here it is. Here's my gradebook. You can see I have my assignment info up on top, student information here. I can resize these columns any way I want, and it gives me a really handy way to print out my, my gradebook and work with it within Excel. So that's pretty cool. Let's close this out. And I'll go back to my dashboard, and let's move on to the next one. So, number 3. Number 3 is math score assignment. Now I know you say, hey, you know what? I've already seen math score assignment before. You went over it in another video, and you're right, I did. But it really is a handy utility, and so it's got to be on our top 5. Once again, let's take a look at the steps. Hamburger to Gradebook to Gradesheet. You get to click now on an assignment title, and then you'll click on Math Score. There we'll have a variety of options from assigning scores to everybody for that assignment, to removing scores, to marking them all as unscored. There's a bunch of things you can do here, so let's give it a go. All right, Hamburger, Gradebook, Gradesheet, and I click on my assignment title, and here is the Math Score option. Now I can choose to do any one of these options right here. I can give everybody 100 if I want. I can go ahead and override existing scores with another score if I want. I can adjust all scores up by a certain number of points. I can also include the unscored for that. And then I have all these options here, everything from removing the missing markers to removing the clarifiers, removing the no counts, a whole bunch of things you can do here. For example, I'm going to remove all scores, and I'm going to click on Save, and notice now I have no scores for this assignment. Also, do note it did leave the comments behind. So that is fantastic, isn't it? Really makes it handy if you need to do a lot of scoring of the same kind of score. So that's why it's called math scoring. So anyway, fantastic. Let's move on to the next one. Go back to the dashboard. And let's get back here. So, number 2. Number 2 is add a Gradesheet tile to the dashboard. So I know you're saying, well, hey, you know what? Getting to my Gradesheet isn't that hard, but really it's only about like 3 or 4 clicks. But after doing this, you can get to your Gradesheet in 1 click. And really, 4 clicks is 3 clicks too many. All right, let's take a look at this. So we start off with the hamburger. We go to Gradebook, then to Gradesheet. And then from the More option on the upper right-hand corner of the page, you just click on Add Gradesheet Tile to Dashboard. All right, let's do it. Here's my dashboard. You can see it's completely empty. I'm going to click here on the hamburger, go to Gradebook, Gradesheet. Over in this corner, click on the More, and then select Add Gradesheet Tile to Dashboard, and that's it. See the little green bar tells me it's been added. Now if I click on my dashboard icon, my dashboard has a nice icon right here for my language arts gradesheet. If I need to get to that gradesheet, I can just click right here and it opens it right up. Fantastic. Makes getting to my grade book really quick. All right. And if you want to get rid of this icon, it's as simple as clicking on the gear and clicking on Delete Tile. Yes, I want to delete it, and now it's gone. Haven't done anything to the gradebook, I just removed the icon from my dashboard. All right, last but not least, number 1. By far, I think this is going to be the most desirable feature of the gradebook for a lot of teachers out there, and that is drop lowest grades. So there is an option within Skyward Gradebook to drop the lowest grades from a category, and I'll show you how you do that. Basically, we'll go to the hamburger, go to Gradebook, then to Gradesheet in the Features menu. We'll select More once again on the upper far right, but this time we're going to click on Tools. That's an option up towards the top. Then look for and click on Drop Scores next to the terms. We'll select our category from a drop-down, and then we'll enter the number of assignments to drop. So you want to drop just the lowest grade or the lowest 2 grades. That's great. Optionally add another category if you want to do more than one category at a time. And then we're going to click on Next. Then we will review the impact. If we want, we can optionally choose some students to not lose some grades from that list. We'll click on Drop and then Close, and then we're done. All right, let's try it out. Hamburger, Gradebook, Gradesheet. Come over here to the More. Click on Tools, and now notice I have these terms set up and I have these options for dropping scores. Click on the Drop Score option. Now it says Term 1. It says what category from my term 1 do I want to drop a score from, and I'll tell it test. And then how many assignments to drop? Well, I'm just going to drop just the single lowest score. If I wanted to, I could add another category and say, okay, and also for classroom and homework assignments, I'm dropping also the lowest 2 scores. Wow, my students are getting off easy on this one. All right, so let's go up here, click on Next. The system will calculate the impact, and I will get an update screen here. And here it is. It's showing me the breakdown. It's going to show me what scores it would drop. And so if there is an issue, like in case of Brandon Taylor, it says that if it were to drop this assignment, it would result into a lower or equal grade. So it does take that into account. So if dropping a grade would actually lower the overall grade, then it won't do that. So you have little check mark boxes here also if you want to exclude a student from losing a lower grade or one of the lowest grades. If you're satisfied with it, just click on Drop. The system will go ahead and go through there and show you the assignments that are dropped. And you can either continue on and do more or close it out and you're done. Great. Let's go back to the dashboard. And that's it. Fantastic. So those are our Gradesheet goodies. I hope you'll find that these really quick shortcuts and goodies are going to be great for you to use when you work with your gradebook. I think it's going to make some teachers very, very happy to see that these options are available. So thank you for your time, and look at some more videos.